Are you tired of spending hours chopping up your epic long-form videos just to get a few decent social clips? I'm going to show you a super simple method to instantly generate ready-to-post clips complete with perfect captions, all without diving into complex menus. We're bypassing the usual editing chaos and moving straight into a streamlined, intuitive system built for speed. For me, this entire process usually begins by simply opening the dashboard and immediately dropping my full-length recording right in. Think of this main area as your default workspace, but thankfully it's way cleaner and significantly less nerdy than other professional tools. Now, look over on the left side of your screen where you'll see the main navigation tabs clearly laid out for you. These key tabs include clips, transcripts, captions, and a handy little calendar feature. If by some strange chance anything important seems to have vanished, there's a tiny menu trigger that instantly brings all those elements back into view. Honestly though, the system is designed to keep most critical features visible, so you never have to waste time hunting around. The very first thing I always ensure happens is letting the application automatically transcribe the entire duration of the video. This transcription process kicks off automatically the moment you upload, and it completes surprisingly fast, letting you get on with editing quickly. You can jump directly into the transcripts tab and watch the narration populate right there, line by agonizingly precise line. This feature is far more than just a simple convenience. Having a fully editable transcript is an absolute game changer for editing. Why? Because it allows you to instantly remove entire sections of boring speech just by deleting the corresponding text. Furthermore, you gain the power to search for those notorious filler words or instantly jump to the exact crucial moment you need to address. In traditional software like Premiere, you can accomplish similar things, but it often forces you to juggle multiple panels simultaneously. That legacy approach frequently requires manual exports for every tiny change, which just kills your momentum, frankly. This tool handles everything in one unified application, ensuring all your edits remain tightly linked to that central timeline. Once the initial transcript is fully processed and ready, the artificial intelligence engine immediately starts scouting for your absolute best sound bites. There's a crucial slider control you can tweak that dictates how aggressive the AI should be about flagging the top highlights. Think conservative for those longer, context-rich clips that need a bit more explanation, establishing the whole story. Or you can crank it aggressive for those short, punchy snippets that are absolutely perfect for fast-paced formats like Reels or TikTok. The system intelligently flags moments it predicts will perform well based on vocal pacing, energy levels, and specific keyword usage. You get to review all those suggested ready-made clips laid out neatly in a little storyboard view on the right-hand side. From there, it's a simple confirmation. You can accept the AI's choice or instantly reject it if it missed the mark. If you still need a bit more customization, you can easily drag those in and out trimming points just like you would trim a standard clip. But the key difference here is that the entire process feels significantly faster and far less fiddly than wrestling with traditional editing tools. Now let's talk about the captions, because this is where the real time savings start to stack up dramatically. Instead of manually creating brand new caption tracks and then styling every single frame individually, Vizard auto-generates them tied to each suggested clip. Head over to that dedicated captions tab and just click that prominent Create Captions button to initiate the process. The great news is that if you already leveraged the transcript, the caption text is essentially pre-filled and ready to go for you. You are presented with powerful options like choosing between a single-line display versus a cleaner two-line format for readability. There are also settings for defining the maximum length allowed per caption and whether to merge very short, choppy lines for smoother continuous reading. I highly encourage you to play around with those drop-down menus to find the perfect combination for your specific video length. Generally, I select single-line formatting when creating short vertical content, but I often switch to two-line for wider landscape pieces. If you want to keep the on-screen text incredibly tight and immediately watchable, you can even search the transcript for those filler words and auto-remove those specific lines. Styling your final captions is intuitively handled within the dedicated properties panel, which I always keep conveniently open right beside the main preview window. This is where you control everything: the font choice, the exact size, the color palette, any background boxes, and the final alignment of the text block. So, do you want that bright, flashy yellow text centered perfectly, maybe with a slight drop shadow like those popular early 2020s videos? Or perhaps you prefer a much more subtle, semi-transparent black bar appearing behind the text to ensure readability against any busy background footage? Both of those desired looks are achieved with just a couple of simple clicks, making the process incredibly direct. Contrast that with what you face in Premiere, where you constantly jump between essential graphics and the captions panel just to set things up. You often have to set up complex templates, or even fiddle around with manual keyframes for detailed animation control, which is time-consuming. This application effectively consolidates all those necessary styling options into one spot, guaranteeing the caption you see is exactly what you export. Let's move on to a few specific workflow tricks that I absolutely love integrating into my daily process. One massive benefit is the ability to batch create dozens of unique clips with their associated captions from just one long recording session. You simply set your preferred clip length preference, maybe aiming for something between 15 and 30 seconds for high engagement. Then, you let the AI handle slicing out all the logical highlights, and you just review and approve those resulting clips in one swift bulk action. Crucially, the captions for every single one of those newly created clips are generated automatically in the background, saving even more time. If you notice one specific caption needs a minor manual tweak, it's incredibly easy to fix on the fly. You click the caption text directly within the dedicated caption list and then edit the text in line for immediate visual feedback. The result is instant. You see the change right there in the preview with absolutely no waiting around for a lengthy render preview to pop up. Another truly powerful feature is the ability to search and edit your entire video content purely based on the text transcript. If you are trying to excise that one awkward pause, maybe an or an entirely off-topic tangent that slipped in, this is your tool. You just locate that exact phrase within the transcript and hit delete on your keyboard, removing it from the project completely. Vizard automatically produces a brand new, clean cut in your main timeline and expertly adjusts all associated clips to compensate for the removed segment. It is ridiculously handy when you are working under fast turnaround deadlines, letting you implement a major change in under a minute. With most traditional non-linear editors, that exact level of text-based editing is technically possible, but it usually remains much slower and far more manual. Now, let's dive into the scheduling aspect, because truthfully, this is where the tool starts saving you actual measurable hours every single week. After you have finished reviewing everything and styling all your captions perfectly, you hit that magical auto-schedule feature. You simply instruct the AI regarding how often you plan to post content, perhaps daily, maybe every other day, or even 3 times weekly. Then you set a few basic preferences like your preferred days and times you want your audience seeing your uploads, and it handles the rest automatically. It queues all those finalized clips without you ever needing to manually drag them onto a separate calendar view. The system assigns specific posting dates, intelligently optimizes for known peak engagement windows, and can even suggest relevant caption snippets or hashtags based on the clip's actual content. Compare that huge advantage to the old way, stitching together a social calendar in a totally separate planning application and then uploading everything manually, one video at a time. Because Vizard manages the entire flow inside its own environment, you maintain complete control from start to finish. Another fantastic element is the full content calendar view, giving you a complete visual overview of everything happening at a glance. You can instantly see precisely what is scheduled for tomorrow, what is still pending final approval, and what has already successfully been published. Need to shift something? You can easily rearrange posts just by clicking and dragging them directly onto a different date on that calendar interface. This view also allows you to make batch edits across multiple scheduled items simultaneously or temporarily. Pause the entire pipeline if you need a moment to rethink strategy. If you are collaborating with other team members, you can drop specific notes onto any clip or formally assign review tasks right there in the calendar. Again, traditional video software like Premiere offers zero native calendar functionality, forcing creators to rely on separate planning applications. This necessitates an extra login, often duplicate data entry, and introduces unnecessary points of potential failure into your posting process. Now, don't misunderstand me. Tools like Premiere are absolutely phenomenal when you require deep, granular control over every single frame. If you are doing heavy, frame-by-frame color grading or designing complex custom motion graphics, those tools remain essential. However, for the vast majority of creators focused purely on repurposing long content into short, viral-ready snippets, that level of power is simply overkill. Premiere often demands more manual setup upfront, tends to be slower when you need quick iterations, and let's be honest, the learning curve is genuinely steep if you aren't already an expert. Some of the other specialized clip-making tools on the market are quite good at their specific jobs, I'll admit, but they frequently come with exceptionally steep price tags, very limited or non-existent scheduling features, or just plain poor automatic captioning quality. This platform, Vizard, strikes a truly excellent balance between all those factors. It is fast, it remains affordable, and it's fundamentally built around the typical creator's needs. The core loop is simple. Trim your clips, style your captions, queue them up for publishing, and then move on to your next task. I have a few extremely practical tips that I incorporate into my process every single time I sit down to edit content. First, always let the AI perform the initial analysis and clip suggestion pass. You should accept the vast majority of its initial recommendations. You save significant time this way while still maintaining full creative oversight, ensuring you keep that final say over everything. My second tip involves using the transcript search function specifically to find any mention of sponsors or specific brand keywords. This ensures those crucial commercial moments are captured perfectly and styled exactly how you or your client requires them to appear. And thirdly, Please take the time to customize that overall caption style to perfectly match your channel's established vibe and aesthetic. Maintaining consistency in your visual presentation significantly boosts viewer recognition when they are rapidly scrolling through their feeds. Finally, the actual process of exporting and pushing those finished clips out to your platforms is designed to be incredibly smooth and friction-free. You maintain the option to export those clips one by one, or you can choose the batch export option if you finalized many pieces at once. Even better, Vizard can push those finalized clips directly to all your connected social accounts based precisely on the schedule you previously set up. This means you can finish recording a long video, spend maybe just 15 to 30 minutes in this environment, and generate a full week's worth of social shorts. After that small time investment, you are completely done and you can finally forget about those dreadful late-night upload sessions. So yes, if you are currently accustomed to the complex panels and tracks methodology of traditional editing software, this workflow will feel refreshingly streamlined. You absolutely retain full control over transcript edits, every caption formatting choice, and the exact trimming of your clips, which is essential. But you are no longer buried under an avalanche of multiple windows, confusing templates, and endless exporting requirements. The combination of the AI viral clip suggestion, the auto-schedule feature, and the integrated content calendar simply removes all the tedious busywork. This lets you allocate all your mental energy back to the truly creative aspects of content production, where it belongs. To give you a super quick recap of this entire streamlined system, here is the essential order of operations. First, just drop your long video file directly into the primary input area to start the whole process. Next, use that powerful transcript feature to clean up any spoken noise or those distracting filler words hiding in the audio. Then, let the intelligent AI automatically select and isolate all the most promising highlight clips for your review. After that, you finalize your look by styling those crucial captions within the dedicated properties and caption tabs. If efficiency is your goal, remember to batch create multiple clips at once, making the process even more scalable. Finally, utilize the auto-schedule functionality and the content calendar to automate your entire publishing strategy. It is genuinely straightforward, incredibly fast, and specifically engineered for creators who need to maintain momentum without getting stuck in the editing weeds. All right, that wraps up my quick walkthrough of this optimized workflow for you today. If you decide to try this out, I recommend starting with a slightly shorter 10 to 20 minute recording just to fully get accustomed to the entire flow. By the time you complete just that first single session, you will likely have multiple polished clips ready for immediate review and posting. My name is Alex, and I plan to drop some further specialized tips soon on things like optimizing thumbnails and advanced caption styling, so keep an eye out. If you found this particular demonstration useful for your current workflow, please make sure to check out our channel and look for the official platform tutorials. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this entire breakdown. I sincerely appreciate your attention. Now go out there and start making some truly scroll-stopping, high-impact clips for your audience today.